And the Mockeries are one strike away from winning the ball game and the series.
Go, Cam. Show me. Paint me, babe.
And he got him. Strike 3, and the Mockeries are your 2020 MABL champions. And the final pitch about to be delivered. It's a plop fly to right field. This is going to do it. Bombers are going to pull it off, and they are the champions of the MSBL 28+ division. The Boston Bombers are your champions. Johnny Hayes at the plate. JP Songen delivers. Ground ball to shortstop, flips it over to second, and that is it! And the Somerville Alabrandies win the Masters division. And from the MetroWest division, the MetroWest Royals have done it again, their 3rd championship. Congratulations, boys.
Hey everybody, Tom Caron with you here from Nesson. Just want to congratulate you and welcome you to bring you together here in this virtual banquet as things get a little cooler outside and we get into fall for real. It's a chance to look back and look at what we did in the summer. And for all of you members of the Boston Men's Baseball League, 2020 was a tough season playing while wearing masks with fewer games, but you made it. Congratulations on a great season to all of you. Here's your host, League President Jeff Coveney.
Thanks, TC. Absolutely love that guy. Well, welcome everyone to the 2020 banquet. It's a little bit different this year for our baseball league. Usually we'd be having this down at Game On at Fenway or some other location, and all of you will be loving to be getting together with one another, having a couple of cocktails, talking about the season, the big hits that got away. Unfortunately, we can't do that this year due to COVID. But we do have some special things planned for this virtual banquet. We have some virtual speakers that I'm sure you're going to love. So we're going to get to that in just a couple of minutes. So let me give you kind of like a little bit of brief background of what's going to be happening tonight. We're going to introduce all of the winners. They've all been voted on. They will be announced tonight for the MVP, Cy Young, and other winners. We're also going to be recognizing the league divisional champions. So that's pretty exciting too. Before we get started, I want to give all of you a big shout out. Thank you. Thank you for everything, the players, all you've been doing to stay safe. I know it's not easy to wear face coverings, not to spit seeds, not to be getting together with all of your fellow players after the games on a regular basis. I know it's hard. 2021, hopefully it's going to be a lot better and we will be able to get back to normal in that season. But because you were able to do what you did this year, that enabled us to play a full season and get through the playoffs. And thank you for doing that. The other shout out that I want to give is to the managers. You know who all of you are. You've done an amazing job keeping your teams on track. It's not easy managing money, managing personalities, getting teams together, fielding a team when there's important things going on. And you've done that. So players, please give your managers a big round of applause. They certainly deserve it. Certainly some of our league leadership, love to give them a shout out with Kyle Brendenstein and Chris, the famous Chris Curry. Thank you. Omar Ortiz. And we've had Scott Isaacs who have jumped in and led their divisions. They came in at the beginning of the season. So thank you for taking over. And Brett Rudy, who has organized this whole virtual event, as well as a number of other things in the league. So together we all make it work, and just want to thank everyone for making the season successful. We played about half the amount of games than we usually play, but it worked all in the end. Other things about the season, if you could take the season and make it so that you knew what was going to happen and what wasn't going to happen. There were a lot of unpredictable things that happened. But one thing that did happen that you looked at the beginning of the season and then you looked at the end and it did happen was, wow, we had some fantastic champions. They were winners of the regular season, strong through the regular season, strong right through the end through the playoffs. Congratulations to the 18-plus Mockeries, the 28-plus Bombers, the MetroWest Royals, and the 38-plus Somerville Ala Brandies. Great teams, and look forward to seeing what they bring next year. All right, let's talk about what we're going to get into next, and that is the 18-plus division. We have Kyle Brendenstein. He is joined by the Mockeries leader, Tyler Ferdinand. Mockeries, they switched from the Red Sox to the Mockeries, and they had instant success. They could hit the heck out of the ball this year, and they were our 2020 18-plus divisional champions. Kyle?
Hi, everyone. I'm Kyle Bridenstine. I'm the commissioner of the MABL 18-plus, and I'm here with Tyler Ferdinand, who's the manager of our league champion Middleborough Mockeries. So welcome, Tyler. Just want to quick talk about our season this year. We had a 10-game COVID abbreviated season. The Mockeries were the top team in the league, and they were 9-1, and they ended up bringing down the championship. But first off, I just want to thank all the managers who participated and got their teams together this year. It was definitely a trying season to get started, and took a lot of work on everyone's part. So I really appreciate everyone doing that so we could get another summer of baseball in. All right, Tyler, first off, congratulations to you and your squad on taking down the championship 3-1 against the Sox. What was it like taking over the team from your dad, Bill Ferdinand, and managing with him this season?
Taking over the team and managing with him, it was pretty easy. For the most part, the last couple of years, he's asked me questions of what we should do. We've kind of brainstormed. So this year was kind of more of a easier transition, but with a lot more weight on my shoulders because I was the guy if something went wrong. it's on me now. It's
Sure.
not on
Yeah.
It was pretty easy, and he made it easier because I could bounce ideas off him if I had any issues.
So you had probably the most potent lineup in the league this year, really led by two guys, Mike Cahill and Kevin Luciano. So what do you have to say about what Mike and Kevin put together at the plate this season?
Cahill and Kev, I mean, they just killed it. Anytime we got into a lineup, it was 3-4. It's tough to pitch the two guys back to back who one had 20-something plus RBIs, the other one had 16. So it's not really like you could pitch around any one of the guys. Cahill, I mean, he's Triple Crown winner, so it speaks for himself. And then Kev was right behind his tails in every category, so they kind of fueled each other where one had a bad game, the other one had a good game. He's like, I'm right here. So they kind of made it competitive for each other, which I think helped us out a lot.
Yeah, you can tell you pitching against those guys, they were certainly a dangerous 1-2 punch up there. Finally, I know you guys have been the Middleborough Red Sox since you joined the league, and this year sort of got new uniforms, changed the team name to the Middleborough Mocker Rays. So I think everyone wants to know, how'd you come up with the team name, the Mocker Rays?
So we came up with a team named the Mocker Rays. It was kind of an ongoing joke. So before, when my dad first came in the league and he was playing, the team was just a bunch of softball guys. And everybody from other teams are saying that the Red Sox were the mockery of the leagues. So we kind of joked about changing the names, kind of something like that. And we knew this year that we were going to be like a top team. So we figured, now's the time to go change it, make it Mocker Rays. So it was kind of a joke for us, get all new uniforms, and then it just so happened that we were able to go out and win a championship.
Well, uniforms look great, and congratulations, you guys. It was one heck of a season.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tyler. Now we're going to move on to the MABL 18-plus award winners. So, Tyler, I got a question for you. Do you know who the best semi-pro baseball player of all time is?
I do. It would be Domingo Ayala.
You're right. So here's Domingo Ayala with the 18-plus award winners.
Hi, how you are doing? It's me, Domingo Ayala. I just want to say congratulations to the Boston Men Baseball League 18-plus award winners. We got Tyler Ferdinand of the Mocker Rays, the Manager of the Year. Ryan Fleming from the Cutters, the Rookie of the Year. Jason Kurtz from the A's, winning the Cy Young. And Mike Cahill from the Mocker Rays, winning the MVP and the Triple Crown. Congratulations to you all. You're just lucky I didn't play because as a player coach in my first year, I would have run the table. All right? But anyway, congratulations, guys. Keep popping the chain, and I'll see you in the big time.
Thanks, Domingo Ayala. That guy is just out of his mind. Love him. If any of you are looking for, I hear he's looking for an extra spot on a team next year. If any of you want to go ahead and pick him up. So thanks for those kind words. All right, we're going to talk next about the 28 plus. And when you start with the 28 plus, you got to go right to the team that's been super strong for years, and they were strong again this year, led by Dave Lightbody, the Boston Bombers.
Hey, thanks, Cov. This is Brett Rudy here. I'm joined by Dave Lightbody, manager of the Boston Bombers. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So congratulations on your championship. First for the Bombers in a while. The South Shore Spartans won the last 3 years. How many championships is this for you guys?
I believe it's 3. I think it's the 3rd.
So what made this year different than the last 3 years where the Spartans had commanded the league? What did you guys add to the team? What was the secret sauce?
Well, a big secret. Well, there's a few of them, but DeRoche coming back. Mark DeRoche came back full time and had a great season. Numbers were insane. He had a good year. We picked up kid Scotty McDonald, pitcher. He filled in well for us, position guy. A couple more pitchers that started showing up a little more often. Brian Safel, and then regular starters that we've had. Sullivan, Danny Godfrey, always chewing up his innings. But, everyone played a good role this year. Everyone showed up, didn't have many issues with people showing up, which is a rarity these days. And yeah, that's about it.
So you're one of the managers that's very helpful in getting different permits for the league. You know, you've helped us secure Memorial Park in East Boston, Maplewood Park in Malden. How was this year different than past years, or was it not as a result of COVID?
Well, a few fields we did lose Maplewood in Malden Catholic because they were very passive on trying to allow teams in there, especially out of city. They want to just leave it to locals. A lot of cities are doing kind of the same thing. I have a pretty good relationship with Boston. I mean, I've been doing this for quite some time now. This is my 28th year in the between the intercity, Yawkey, MABL. So I do have a little bit of clout, as you would say, with some of the fields, but. Yeah, I guess so happened to get lucky with the fields that I used were they were flexible, and it made it a lot easier on my life.
So you said this is your 28th year playing ball between the Intercity League, the Boston Men's Baseball League. Obviously, in the Boston Men's Baseball League, we have a 28-plus division. That's the one you're playing in. But we also have an 18-plus division. How do you think your 28-plus team would stack up against the younger guys in the 18s?
My 28-plus team is we've been playing together for quite some time. We've been playing each other, mostly from when I started with the Yawkey League. I wound up becoming friendly with guys like Teddy Zubia, Mark DeRoche, Mike McGuire, Juan Parra. So all those guys came over and pretty much saved the program. I mean, when I started, I was playing with Stan DeMartinez and a bunch of those guys, and they all kind of fizzled away. We only have maybe 2 or 3 from the original team, me, Godfrey, just maybe me and Godfrey I can think of off the top of my head that kind of stuck it out and still play since back then.
Well, I appreciate you jumping on. And now, of course, we have to announce the award winners for the 28-plus. If there was one Red Sox field reporter of all time that you would like to hear announce 28-plus awards, who would that be?
Well, Red Sox, I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a good name guy. A Red Sox field reporter?
Yeah, the answer is Heidi Watney, of course.
Heidi Watney, of course.
Heidi Watney. Hey, Heidi, why don't you tell us who the award winners are for the 28-plus?
Hello, it's Heidi Watney from MLB Network, and I want to offer some congratulations to the 2020 Boston Men's Baseball League 28-plus award winners. First up, Brian Benulis of the Bay State Pirates, winning Manager of the Year. Congratulations. John Medina of the North Shore Havoc is taking home the Cy Young Award. And Andrew Getchell of the Bay State Pirates, the Most Valuable Player. Congratulations to all of you and those who didn't take home an award. It was a great season, and I hope you enjoyed the MLB postseason. Take care.
Thanks, Heidi, and we absolutely can't wait to watch the World Series this year. And Heidi, we miss you. You were awesome in Boston. As Bostonians, you did fantastic for the Red Sox, but congratulations on your continued success with the MLB Network. Speaking of success, we're going to talk about the MetroWest League right now. This team's won it a couple years. They've been strong, and they won it again this year, the MetroWest Royals. So we're going to go over to none other than the mayor himself, Chris Curry, who's standing with Anthony Perry of the championship MetroWest Royals.
Hi, everybody. It's Chris Curry, commissioner of the MetroWest Division, the Boston Men's Baseball League. We had a really good season this year. We were happy to play. Took a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of teams involved, a lot of people involved, and we had a great season. And everyone was happy we went through what we went through to get a season in. I'd like to thank Mike DePalma, who took up the Astros. The MetroWest Astros are a brand new team this year, and they won 3 games, which is awesome considering their team was just put together in about an hour and a half. But moving on, I would like to introduce fellow commissioner Anthony Perry in the MetroWest division. They won it again this year, the MetroWest Royals, all favorite people of mine. Anthony, from afar and being friendly and knowing most of the people on your team, how do you keep all of those good people together and win year after year after year?
Well, first, it's a real testament to the type of guys and teammates that we have on on the squad. I mean, they all get it from day one. They know that, we have one goal at the end of the year, and that's to win a championship. And everyone's going to play a role in getting us there, whether that's, starting the regular season games to make sure we get to the playoffs. And once we get to the playoffs, everyone knows that we just try to bat our best 10, 11. Because at the end of the day, we want to raise a banner and not, go home. So, that's a real testament to those guys for keeping their heads in the game and knowing what they want to do from, basically February.
I will also say that knowing everyone, it's more of a family atmosphere when we play you guys. We're all friendly. We all go down the Cape and break bread and hang out together. And it really is the same atmosphere on the Royals, which is a testament to you. So great job. Great job on your part.
Thank you. When we first put the team together, we make sure we get guys who understand and get it and who want to be there. Yeah. And, then there's some guys like Hugh, I won't let leave because he's the founding father of the Royals. But then you have like key character guys like, Ryan Bray and Steve Robb. They are two catalysts who secretly behind the scenes keep everyone together. And then you have your more vocal leaders as in, Jay Hussey or catcher. And then you have like the arms on the mountains. And that's, basically what helps us win. When you have someone like Chris Dyan who shows up every week and, wants to be there and wants to pitch. And, it just makes my life easy because I just put a line together and just go play. I don't have to manage too much.
Matt DiTullio, former MVP, came down with leukemia earlier. He's still fighting it. Came back recently. He's back in. He's hopefully going to go through some chemo, and hopefully the donor won't have COVID this time. So he's sending his thanks. But just a testament to the guys on the Royals. The Royals decided to put together T-shirts that incorporated the Oriole logo and the Royal logo, and for Matt DiTullio, and contributed quite a bit of funds to his GoFundMe page, and it's again, all A+ guys on that team I consider very, very lifelong friends. So great job on that, Pat.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, again, Steve Robb and his girlfriend Amy Barry, the two big supporters and big guys behind that, getting that going, and Amy with the design, and Steve really taking the control of that and getting it going. And, knowing Matt personally and being around him, especially on the Cape, and really getting to know him, not just playing across the diamond from when we play against each other, you really get to know the type of person who he is. And, we're all brothers in baseball.
Yeah.
And we all need to help each other out when we can help each other out.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw that we needed to do. And that's why, Steve and Amy got the thing started, and we just pushed on and got it done.
Just amazing. Outstanding job.
Thank you.
Now, on a positive note, it's time to announce the award winners, and who better to do that than a World Series champion? Take it away.
Hey, everybody. It's Tim Wakefield here. Congrats to the 2020 Boston Men's Baseball League. Here are your awards. Manager of the Year, Anthony Perry of the MetroWest Royals. Cy Young Award, Chris Dyan of the MetroWest Royals. And Most Valuable Player goes to Matt Ryan of the Douglas Tigers. Congratulations, guys. See you next year in 2021.
Thanks, Wake, and we agree. We can't wait to get to 2021. Getting back to normal, it'll be fantastic. We're moving away from a knuckleball. You threw the knuckleball. This is what we got this year, was a knuckleball. One moved to put the fastballs in 2021. By the way, Wake, if you're looking for any teams you want to join, I'm sure one of our teams would be happy to put you in their rotation. Before we get 2021, let's talk about 2020. We're going to go to the Masters division, the 38 plus. And we're going to bring you over to Scott Isaacs. He's standing by with Mike Powers of the champion Somerville Alabrandies. Scott?
Thanks, Jeff. I'm joined by Mike Powers, the manager of the championship Somerville Alabrandies. We just wrapped a very exciting season in the 38 plus division. We had a playoff bubble of sorts. where all 9 teams engaged in postseason play in some form, and it came down to a bit of a revenge matchup. In the end, we had the Bistro 781 Bulls taking on the Alabrandis in the finals. And Mike, I know you lost to the Bulls in the second round last year. It's an unusually early exit for the Alabrandis. Yeah. We've come to know. Was there a bit of revenge on the mind when you guys entered the series?
Yeah, I mean, we played them well. They're a very tough team. They get a lot of competitors, a lot of good players. One thing is, a lot of people may not know, is a couple of years ago they had a team in the 28 division that kind of folded up shop, and they were looking for a team. So 3 or 4 of those guys actually played with me a couple of years back, and we rolled in undefeated, and we ended up losing that year. And then last year they put their team together again. Johnny Hayes and those guys did a real good job of recruiting additional players like John Tenney and a few others like that. Busby, the regular, guys who've been there for a long time, good veteran ball players, and they did a great job last year. And knocking us out left a sour taste in my mouth personally, just because like 3 or 4 of those guys were my teammates the year before. So yeah, there's a little bit of revenge this year to try and get back to where we belong and show them that we can compete with those guys.
And so now this is your second Masters title, but winning is not a strange thing for the Alabrandis, right?
Yeah, true. So Dave Tresca and I, we started Alabrandis team back in 1990 in the Tom Yorkie League. It was the Junior Park League back then, which now is the Yorkie League. And, the first 4 or 5 years, we didn't do so well, maybe 4 or 5 wins. But after that, we rolled off quite a few championships. We ended up with a total of 18. And I think it was 27 years total until the team kind of went another direction to the Intercity League. So, yeah, so it was it's been a lot of fun. It's not easy winning all the time. Trust me when I tell you, it's a very difficult road. These are not handouts; they're not freebies. So yeah, but it's been a great run.
You and I have both been around forever at this point. We all know each other really well. What type of challenges did you face specifically the Alabrandis in kind of getting the band back together with all of the COVID-related restrictions going on? Was it tougher than usual?
There was a lot of teams, being the former commissioner and then kind of handing off to you. We talked to a lot of the players from a lot of teams. Some were very hesitant in coming back out in the field, especially with those who have younger children, like, say, Kevin Lyons of the Bulls, for example, has a newborn, and he just really did not want to have any issues on his side. Now, for my guys here, it really was just a matter of trying to get the guys to kind of buy in again, find out who was going to participate and who wasn't, and then just kind of get at it and just kind of – we really had a really good team chemistry this year. I think in the past we always have, but you always have 1 or 2 guys who just maybe feel like outsiders sometimes, but we kind of be welcoming to those guys. Bill Brooks is a perfect example. He's a new pitcher that we had this year, and he fit in so well, and it was almost like he was there for 20 years.
And was the short season, did that make for additional challenges, or was it just business as usual when you guys got going?
Yeah, so the challenges that I do is challenging myself for what it's worth is I try and get as many of my plays in as many games as I possibly can. Naturally, there are minimums we have to get eligible for playoffs. But aside from that, I'd like to get guys involved in every aspect, as many playoff games as well. So yeah, the challenge is, hey, you got 8 games. On the upside, we know that even if you come in 9th and you win 1 game, you're going to make the playoffs of some sort, and you can kind of right the ship. But we get a lot of guys who are good ball players, and so some of the challenges that we normally face weren't there because they were up to the task.
And did you find that managing this team this year was significantly easier, having given up the commissionership to me 3 days before the season started?
You know what? It's not an easy job. It's a thankless job in some cases. I appreciate it, obviously, because I've done it, and you did a terrific job this year as well. It did let me focus a little bit more on that. But on the flip side, I was the president of Method Youth Baseball, so I had my hands full with that too. So that was kind of stressful, especially dealing with 200-300 kids and parents and Corona and you name it. But yes, but from a master's perspective, yes, it made it more manageable, that I had a little more time to kind of do things. But it also helps having guys that buy in, and you don't have to, teach a lot to, so to speak, or talk to. They know how to get themselves prepared and everything else.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate your help too in keeping the season moving, and
Sure.
Everybody cooperated, and that's really the one thing that I took away from this season. When you have a group of managers who have been running teams in this league for a very long time, our cooperation this year was extraordinary. From field permits to rescheduling of games to just helping each other out when we ran into problems, and it was an incredibly smooth season, and I hope that we are as cooperative with each other next year, and hopefully we can get a heck of a lot more games in. So
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that, Scott, because the communication was open all the time, and there was no, everyone was quick to answer and help out and jump in, and it was second to none. And like you said, I also hope it continues that way going forward next year, and however more years we do this, and then whoever comes up behind us just the same, and they can learn from kind of what we've done here.
Yep, man. Well, Mike, congratulations on a great season to you.
Thank you very much.
Brandies. And for now, this Mets fan is going to wrap things up and send it off to somebody who's given Red Sox fans a lot of late inning heart attacks.
Hey, y'all, what's up? Jonathan Papelbon here, 2007 world champ with the Boston Red Sox, the Red Sox all-time saves leader. I'm here to congratulate the 2020 Boston Men's Baseball League Masters Division Award winners. First up, Tony Anderloinis of the Avi Nelson Rockies, Manager of the Year. Mike Barthel of the Avi Nelson Rockies, Cy Young winner. And Sal Mendaka of the Metro Red Sox, Most Valuable Player. Congratulations to y'all, and go Sox, and Yankees suck. Take care.
And who else to close it all out than Paps? Thanks, Papelbon, Jonathan Papelbon, for giving us our 2007 championship here in Boston with the Red Sox. You had some crazy antics, but man, you came through in the end. So thank you for what you've done. Yeah, get rid of those Yankees, right? So thanks again, everyone, for a fantastic season, successful season. Please take care of yourself and your families, and we'll see you in 2021. Just a couple of months away, and we'll be starting spring training again. Hopefully we'll be starting with putting all of the craziness of 2020 behind us and getting back to the ball field like we know it in 2021. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Still waiting for Omar. He said he's in his car, but he should be jumping on soon.
No problem.
What's up, Rudy? A little disappointed, and it's my first year being the commissioner of the 28th. I really wanted to present the trophy to the Bombers. But, dealing with you, it's always about Brett. It's always what Brett wants, what Brett needs, when it's convenient for Brett. I clearly told you I couldn't make that call, man. You got to do better, my man. You got to do better.
Okay, and you can make edits, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, also pro tip, never count down because the countdown always ends up on television.
That guy's so funny. Thanks, Dominic. We're going to start that over. Domingo Ayala. Domingo Ayala. All right.
All right, cool. So now what I do, I just start asking Tyler some questions. How's that, Brett? Should I do it again?
The Macares, congratulations on your first win. And then we also had we're going to cut this little piece right here.
Is that you or is that Brett?
Phone?
Yeah.
That's my house. Give me a second. If it's my wife, I'm going to kill her.
Hey.